All right, well, here's the last turkey hunt of 2025. Wasn't sure if I was going to make it out here to South Dakota to hunt or not, but the farmer told me he'd been seeing some turkeys up here on the front side of the ranch where he's farming a lot, and decided it was worth a trip out here. Got to get cameras out for this fall, check on the buffalo, do a little work around the farm, but pumped to be out here, and hopefully we can get it done. After settling into camp and shooting my bow, I found a couple turkeys that were really close to camp, including one really nice tom. But I decided to spend the evening glassing the area for more birds, hoping to put one to roost. Now, this area is loaded with pheasants, grouse, and deer, but has a fairly low population of Merriam turkeys. So after a couple hours of glassing, I decided my best bet was to roost the birds that I had found near camp earlier. All right, it's getting dark, but right up there are the two birds that I'm hunting tomorrow. There's Tom and Jake and 3 or 4 hens up in there, so got them roosted, and fingers crossed we got South Dakota Merriam down tomorrow with the bow. Well, it's my first day here in South Dakota turkey hunting. I roosted a big Merriam tom last night in this tree belt, and watched him and some hens fly down this morning, so not a lot of cover here, no response to the calls at all. So I'm just gonna kind of work around in these trees real slow and try and put a spot and stock on them. All right, I'm trying to make a move on these turkeys. I haven't seen them since they flew down, but I can hear them back here. So I'm gonna try and sneak up and figure out where I can get in front of them. All right, there's some hay bales up here in front of me. I'm gonna try and just wiggle up to these hay bales. Before I could get to the hay bales that I was trying to get to, I came across the tom strutting with 3 or 4 hens down in this freshly planted field. After watching these birds for about half an hour, they started to work my way, and they stayed just outside of bow range. I had the tom between 50 and 60 yards several times. Right as these birds worked into the tree belt at 35 yards, before I could get my bow drawn back on the tom, a coyote came in and busted out the whole flock. A coyote came in, ran these birds off, and now they are acting spooky. I still see them about 100 away. Fortunately, the birds didn't go too far. I was able to sneak down a fence line, and before I knew it, I was back within 30 yards of the tom. Now, the bad news here was I was in a wide open fence row with no cover, so there was absolutely no way that I could draw my bow back without getting busted. But as the turkeys worked over a hill, I was able to make a quick move, get set up, and as you'll see, the rest happened pretty quickly. just smoked him with the Matthews. I got in on them to about 50 yards and they were acting like they were yesterday, pretty tame. And a coyote came through and they got super spooky. So I was able to get around in front of them. I was really hoping to get a closer shot, but I ended up shooting him at 35, which I know isn't that far, but I was hoping for a little closer. So put a good shot on him. Pretty sure he went right down. I'm gonna give him just a minute and go find him. Check out that arrow. All kinds of feathers. Rage. There he is. Here's my arrow. Perfect shot. He went about 15 yards and piled up. Look at that. Beautiful bird. Turn him around. Just an absolutely beautiful bird. Well, that is a wrap on the 2025 turkey season. So finished up in South Dakota this morning. First Merriam with a bow. Started the season in Montana, killed my first Merriam out there. Spent a bunch of time turkey in Ohio, had a rough season, but finally able to fill a tag. And now here about an hour into the morning in South Dakota. So pretty pumped about this. Had to spot and stalk this bird, 35-yard shot with a bow, and made a perfect shot. He went maybe 10, 12 yards from where I shot him and piled up. So great year. Can't wait to get back out here this fall, hunt some pheasants. We got our buffalo here that we're hunting this year. Bunch of whitetails. Seen some really nice growth on bucks this morning. So pumped to get back out to South Dakota.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Please click subscribe if you're not already. And if you're interested in a deer hunt, a pheasant hunt, maybe a turkey hunt, even a bison hunt, leave a comment below. We're going to be offering hunts on our ranch in South Dakota as well as the Ohio farms this year. And I would love to see you there.